Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, now for this morning, well, first we've got to talk about the temperature. It's minus 20.3. That's Celsius. Okay, another cold morning. But I think it's going to be clear. I haven't looked outside yet, but I think it's going to be clear today. All right. Now, we're going to be taking, you might say, a step backwards today, because we got to go back to step 55, where it talks about mounting the basket on the side of the smaller gun. And yeah, I think I can see how it goes here. The problem is going to be to hold the basket in place while the glue dries. I think I'll probably use the helping hand somehow. And that basket turned out quite nicely. We didn't lose any of the definition. Where the photo etch connected to the frame, it seemed to do a really nice, it got covered up by the paint really well. I'm very happy with the way this came out. And the plastic part, well, when we zoom in on it, you'll notice it. But the plastic part, which is supposed to also look like photo etch, mesh, it kind of does. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the way this came out. So far, I haven't broken the little part off where the tweezer is holding onto. I don't think I will. Once this basket, though, is mounted on the side of the gun here, it's going to be extremely precarious. I think what I'll do is, well, I guess there's going to be places on both these guns where I'm going to want to highlight stuff. Like, for instance, I intend to try and do something maybe with the magazine here. I don't know if it would have had any color going on at all. I guess I don't think there's any color photographs of this actual gun. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. Just maybe highlight some of the details so that they stand out. Otherwise, right now it's all sprayed with the 66, and it came out quite well. I'm busy talking and showing it to you, and you're way back there at wide angle. You're not able to see it. Sorry about that. Okay, let's sort of recompose here, and we're getting a really nice early start. Really nice early start. So there's a good chance we might get flipped over into step 57 today. Maybe not. Oh. Mark Livingston made the suggestion that I should get some weld bond glue for gluing this clear plastic part onto the side of the onto the rest of the. Oh my goodness, conning tower. Okay, the conning tower, yeah. And so I ordered some from Amazon last night, and it's probably going to be here on Tuesday. And I do have some white glue. It's over here. This might have been just as good, but well, no, the weld bond wasn't that expensive, delivered to the door. So what I'm going to do is when they come, I'm going to compare the two. I'll take a little dollop of this and a little dollop of the weld bond, and maybe put them on a glass slide or something like that, and see which one seems to dry the most transparent and not leave a residue or show that there's glue there, if you know what I mean. I mean, that's the whole idea of it. And and the other Mark, Aussie Frenchman, he was thinking that he was kind of worried that I might use extra thin to try and glue this clear piece on. Well, trust me, I know that you get any extra thin on this anywhere, you can't wipe it off. It'll leave a mark. It won't be clear anymore. Uh, yeah, I know. Don't use extra thin on something like this. So whereas if you use a water-based glue and you get it on there, you can quickly wipe it off before it dries, and it'll stay clear, more or less. So we're gonna try and keep it clear. And somebody was suggesting maybe it was Aussie Frenchman. I could mask this off in the shape of an oval and have sort of a window, but I don't think I will. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it the way it is and try not to get it scratched. And then we're probably going to have a mirror in behind the model where the conning tower is. Otherwise, we're not going to see this detail because when we view the conning tower, we view it like this. And so we're not going to see anything. And there's all this nice detail in there, and I went to so much effort to try and get the decals on the dials properly, more or less. And I'd like to be able to see that. I still have to, drill the hole for the LED and figure out how are we going to run the wires. The LED is probably going to go right about here, so that means that the wires have to somehow go this way. I don't know if I can do anything that, unless possibly we don't really see the top of this thing once it's enclosed in the outer shell. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. We got a long ways to go here yet. I know a person starts to think, oh my goodness, we're almost done. Oh no. When I page through this, I realize that there's a lot to do. This is actually a wonderful kit. I'm very happy that I got it. So far, I haven't come to anything where I thought, well, it's not worth the money. I think it is worth the money. That's my unprofessional opinion. I'm enjoying it, and so it takes a while. I mean, well, it's not like it has to be done tomorrow. It's not like I'm building this for somebody else and that there's a deadline on it. I'm just doing this just for fun. So hey, it's fun. I like this kit. Anybody wondering? Yeah, and you're thinking about getting it? It's expensive. That's the problem. It's here. I forget what it was here in at the hobby store here in Winnipeg. It over a year ago now I bought it, but it strikes me it was around 600 Canadian dollars. It's not cheap. So you might be able to get it cheaper where you live. Anyway. If you're wondering what the quality of this kit is, my unprofessional opinion is it's good. it's good. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. And you can have fun with it. Just anyway. I'm beating this to death, aren't I? I'm just beating this to death. Let's recompose here and see if we can figure out how we are going to set up a jig to glue this basket on the side of this gun. Okay, looking at the manual over here, I can pretty much see where this is supposed to go. And it is supposed to go and attach right here. You see there's a little bit of a notch right there. Now I think what I'm going to do is this piece right here, we didn't really paint, so there's basically bare plastic there. Seems to me there was the tweezer was fastening onto it, although maybe I should just sort of sand the paint off of that. And then also in this little place, where's something I can point with here? Okay, also right here, maybe sand the paint off of there. And the reason being is the melding will be a lot stronger, because as you can imagine, this is not going to be really strong if it was to accidentally get bumped. But I think the idea is it goes like this, and then when the action pulls the spent shell out of the breech and spits it off to the side, it goes into the basket. And as some of the viewers who were knowledgeable mentioned, that the idea is so that you don't have these shell casings, rolling around all over on the deck. That makes sense. At first I thought it was so that they could be recycled, but I think it's more of a safety issue than anything. So we got to try and get this to fasten on here. So what I want to do now is set something up that's going to hold the basket right up against the side of the gun while the glue dries. That shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, right. Okay, I think we got enough bare plastic there. And on this piece here, we want to try and get this little, maybe something different here. Use one of Chris's files here. Okay, let's try not to remove paint from somewhere else that we don't want it removed. And don't press too hard now. Just all you want to do is just take the paint off. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. I think that we should be able to get some melding going on there now. Yeah. I don't want to take this down too much because I'll weaken it. Okay. Now, when these two pieces are fastened together like that, I think it'll be alright. Okay, now to rig up the jig. Okay, I just rechecked the manual here, and I shouldn't have sanded the paint off of that part there. Now, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to have to repaint this whole area anyway. But this is not where this part goes. It kind of goes, let's see, maybe I'll use the tweezers. Where are the tweezers? Okay. Let's turn this so that you can see it. At least I hope you can see it. Okay, it goes in behind and attaches in here somehow. It almost looks like it might just stay there all by itself. Let's just try it here. Well, almost all by itself. But that's more where it's supposed to go. Something like that. That might be a little easier, actually. Okay, I'm probably going to have to use the Tamiya regular, what I refer to as the Tamiya thick, although it's not actually that thick. I wonder, can I somehow let gravity be my friend here? So it'll have this laying on its side. Would that work? And then somehow fasten this piece into maybe the helping hand somehow. Okay, let me press stop here. Okay, that noise you hear in the background, that's my microwave in the kitchen. I am multitasking. I am model making and making my oatmeal at the same time. Okay, you can see here our gun is laying on its side. I might put the macro lens on here in a minute. Now, we're going to try and get our basket to be positioned in exactly the right place here. Now, it's hard to see this because the basket is sort of in the way and you can't see straight down. Whoops. I think that's pretty much the way it's supposed to go here. Just get that hooked in there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, maybe I'll have to reposition a bit. I just looked in the monitor and you can't see that too clear. So I'll see if I can get the camera to come in maybe from more of an upper angle. You're too flat right now. Mind you, I can't see it hardly myself here. Like I say, the basket's in the way. I'll reposition. Okay, I don't know if this is better or worse. Now, looks like we have to get our little part down just a little bit more here. I do believe that is in the right place. And what I'm going to try to do here is, I know I was talking about using the Tamiya thick, but I'm going to use the extra thin because of its melding properties here. Now, a little bit shaky because I'm at a bad angle. Okay. Now, should this be going back just a little bit here? Really shove it down. See, the plastic will become molten, you might say, like sprue goo, and then it sort of flows around, and as long as I get enough in there. I know it looks like a lot, but the excess will evaporate, and we will repaint later. Okay, let's just leave that for about an hour and see what happens. Then we'll try and force our self-locking tweezer apart with a screwdriver and release it without breaking that off. Then I'm going to just have to be super careful not to bump it. But I think I've got enough glue there that it should work. Unless I was to maybe build it up later afterwards with the Tamiya thicker stuff. Okay, enough rotating here. Hello, Missy. Hello, Missy. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, very cold, Uncle Ron.
It's cold. I don't think
Minus
it's...
30 wind chill.
Oh, there's a wind.
Poor Missy trying to have a jump and she's standing here, one paw, front paw up in the air. Didn't look very comfortable.
Looks like she's... It looks like her itch is bothering her more than the desire for the treat.
Miss, come here, I want to hook you. Still on.
Okay. It didn't take you long to find those ones, did it? No. Yeah, it's cold out there. My thermometer was saying minus 20 something this morning for sure.
Yeah, it's the wind chill that gets you.
Yeah, that's right.
Not bad until you turn west, and then boom. It's nice that the graders came by and the plows, but they have polished the snow out there.
It's slippery then.
Oh, yes. Slippery, slippery, slippery. What have we got cooking over here?
It's oatmeal and wheat bran.
Huh.
Yeah, very bland. Nothing extra in it. No salt or anything like that. But that's the way I like it.
Yum.
Yum. Yeah.
I could eat that. I mean, all you'd have to do is add a lot of fried onions and fried bacon and a great deal of sugar, and it'd be real palatable.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go, Missy. Yeah, there you go. Oh my. Am I loved today? Am I loved today?
Oh, love you, love you, love you, Uncle Ron. Love you. You're the best. This is my happy place.
Oh, there goes she goes with the itch again.
Yeah,
Itchy.
you're gonna have to.
Well, Missy, thank you for coming again.
This is nuts. Lassie and Rin Tin Tin they were nothing. This is the Missy show.
Yeah, you've got yourself an itch going on there, don't you?
You're the best, Uncle Ron. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you.
I'll see you soon, Tom. See you this afternoon.
All right. Bye, Missy. Bye. Boy, it is cold out there. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Now, this has been about an hour glued up, but I'm going to leave it just a little bit longer before I try to put any stress on that joint. Yeah, it's got to support quite a bit there. Yeah, we'll come back at this later. In the meantime, I can go and do some editing. Very gently here now. I'm hoping the screwdriver's wide enough. Let's just remove our helping hands. And I guess we're going to have it's upside down, of course, but let's just recompose here. I don't know if I dare to try and put any stress on it at all, or not. It's pretty precarious there, isn't it? There's not. I'm wondering if I should build that connection up with a different kind of glue. Okay, I realize that CA glue does not mix with extra thin, but I'm hoping that when it cures, it's going to sort of build up, kind of, you might say, like a gusset around everything here, because I've got a feeling this is not going to stay. So this is CA thick. I'm just going to let it build up around there. See if I can come in from behind, just sort of get it in there. We're not going to see this, don't worry. Once this is all painted over and everything. And this should give a little bit of stiffness to it. Okay, now I applied that with one of Gabe's swabs. Now, opening the bottle of curing agent. Okay, we'll just let this wick its way down. Sort of. Maybe I could put a little bit more CA in behind there. Just sort of fill out this gap. I know that looks really heavy-handed, doesn't it? But you got to remember, you're looking at this through the macro lens. And it's, once it's painted over, we are not going to see that. Now, I was just noticing something here. You see this little part coming off the side of the gun? Was I supposed to glue this basket to that? You know, in the photograph that I saw, this basket did not appear to be, it only appeared to be attached in one place, and then that's right at the back here. So I don't know. I thought when I saw this piece before, and I thought it was something that you might sort of pull on to manually eject the shell, but I don't know. Maybe. Oh, it doesn't matter now because we didn't do it. You know what? If I accidentally break this thing off, it's a lot stiffer now, by the way. But should I accidentally break it off and I have to glue it back on, I think I will attach it right here. Okay, I'm just going to touch this up with the 66 here. And hopefully when this dries, it will have covered up the CA glue. Now remember, this 66 will shrink wrap pretty good. I don't think I need to really be doing underneath there. But just wherever the CA glue may have, you know, it's going to add glint, if you know what I mean. Okay, I think I basically got it. We'll let that dry. Okay, now on this part right here, I want to put a little bit of panel line accent color and just see if we can bring out that whatever it is. Okay, I'm using the panel line accent color black, And this may turn out to be a mistake, but we'll soon know. I don't think I'm putting enough on there. There we go. I think we need just a little bit more, don't we? Try and get it to... Okay, I think maybe when that dries, that's going to be all right. Sort of brings it out. Although that doesn't look too good, does it? So let me get a thirsty brush. Maybe one of the scrape swabs here, just sort of. This may not have been a good idea, but I'm having fun anyway. Okay, check the monitor. A little bit out here, it's a little bit heavy right there. Well, at a distance it's going to be alright. We don't need to do the underside. I think the underside is the same as this, but we can't see it anyway, so. Now, I was going to try and do the highlights with the number 77. You know, I thought it would contrast pretty good with the gray, but it's too similar, so I'm just going to use the flat black here. And some of these things that I thought might possibly not be the same color as the rest of the gun. Now, in order to do a decent job, I'm going to have to basically do this off camera, because right now I'm painting at a real awkward angle. So I'm just going to do it and we'll look at it later. I'm going to do the handle, maybe this thing right here, and the wheel that you can't see. Okay, I'm going to do that all off camera. Sorry about that. Okay, folks, I think I have done pretty much everything I want to do here on these guns. The black paint isn't 100% dry, but it's pretty dry. This is the, I think it's the XF1 flat paint. Flat Tamiya XF1. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call her quits here for this afternoon. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.